So today's sessions we are going to learn like what is ETL testing and what are the things we are going to learn in this one. Okay, as part of all these things. Just a second, guys. Just a second. Huh? Yeah, guys, sorry about that. Okay, so this is ETL testing, and ETL testing is nothing but like data warehouse testing. It is called as data warehouse testing, software testing. It is having basic of manual testing. Okay, and it is related to your database. So that we are going to see that after discussing all the full syllabus, we are going to see. So what is ETL testing? How it is going to process? I'll share you the one class recording where you'll be Okay, so for that, one more video is there where I have explained ETL testing, what is ETL testing and how it is useful in the industry, ETL testing, and how you're going to use this ETL testing term in your, in these are the terms in the ETL testing when you will be working in any of the company. Uh, any of the company where if you'll be working on ETL testing, how you're going to deal with all these project related things. So based on that, so each and every topics what we are going to cover here, I'm going to explain you full details. First course details, then we'll introduce one of the offer student, and she will explain how she prepared and how she got offer letter in a company, and like it will be very motivating for you. So be on the call, and if you want to note it down some of the important point, you can note it down from this. But tomorrow onwards, I'll request everyone to note your make a class notes when I'll take morning sessions. No, note it down in a notebook or somewhere in a diary or notebook, and make prepare a proper notes. Okay, so what will happen during the class, I'll tell so many important point also, which will not be mentioned in the document or somewhere. So those are the points you can note it down in a notebook, and that will be handy for the like long time. Okay, so people used to prepare and they used to refer 10 years, 5 years, like that. So based on that only, if you'll once you'll revise that, your interview will be like you will be able to attend interview. So those are the things I'll tell you, the tricks before we start tomorrow class. What are the things you have to do to make proper preparation and to learn all this concept. Okay. So this class is not, we are not going to cover Hindi, Telugu, Bangla, or whatever the language. It will be in English only. Hope everyone is comfortable with English. And saw two messages, like someone is asking to explain Hindi and English and Telugu, all these things. So just don't drop a message like that. It is just distracting the flow. Okay. So it will be properly in English. The full class will be in English. When you'll ask your doubt also, you have to ask in English. And when I'll be explaining also, I'll be also explaining in English. There will be no regional language, nowhere it will come, because anyway, end of the day, you have to face interview in English only. There, Telugu, Hindi, English, it will not be like, a language. There only English will be fine. Like you have to explain full concept in English. So keep this 1.5 month for you. Just don't drop a message. I'll give you a chance to ask your question. Okay. So just don't drop a message. I'll give you time to ask your questions. Okay. So that time you can ask. Okay, guys. So, what as a part of ETL testing, what are the things we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss on basic of SQL to complex SQL. This is very important for your ETL testing. Like 70% of work will be done on the ETL testing only. Full like it will like you have to write the basic queries to validate data from one layer to another layer. So we are going to learn full SQL, okay, from basic to the complex level, and we are going to give 70% of 60% of time on SQL only majorly, and most of the question 70% question will come here. If you are very good in SQL, then you will get a good package and you will get offer letter faster. So the major part is this only. You have to prepare such a way that your skill in SQL, such a way that like you should be able to answer all the questions answer, and the interviewer should impress on the SQL knowledge, whatever you will have. So how much you will prepare, that much good package you will get, and that much faster you will get job in ETL testing. Okay. Next one will be your data warehouse concept. Next one will be your data warehouse concept. In this, we are going to learn what is data warehouse, how the data will flow from one layer to another layer, and what is the use of data warehouse and ETL testing. All this concept, different component of data warehouse, ETLs, we are going to discuss in this one. Okay. Next one, this is the ETL tool, which are responsible to load data from one layer to another layer and to apply the whatever the business rules will be there, defined by the client. So those are the rules we are going to learn here, and we are going to see that how we are going to run the workflows, all these things. So in detail, we'll see in upcoming segment. I'm going to explain you that what are the things we are going to cover. This is the major index, you can say that this is index agenda. Okay, ALM tool overview for the test management, how we are going to create test case, how we are going to upload all these things we are going to see in a ALM, how we are going to raise defect, bugs in ALM, that we'll see that in ALM section. Basic Unix command, I'll provide you the document for this. You have to go through this and then make yourself comfortable. Like few basic concept only you should know. The 99%, 95% companies will be not asking, they'll not have requirement for this. 5% only question companies, they will see that you should have mandatory knowledge of Unix command. Manual testing concept is very important for ETL testing. The basic manual testing, whatever is required for manual testing, we are going to discuss here. Okay. So for ETL testing, how much manual testing concept needed, we are going to discuss. Agile methodology, we are going to learn. Project explanation. Okay. So we are going to learn minimum 2 project here. And same thing you have to explain in the interview also. Important interview, ETL interview question and answer discussion. Okay. So mock interview, many times you will be appear in a mock interview. So until unless you will be not perfect in ETL testing, will be taking your mock, and there will be interview preparation sessions also. Okay. Interview preparation sessions, your doubt clearance, all these things. Okay. Resume building assistance will be there, job assistance will be there. Okay. So for any openings will be there, we'll let you know, as well as we'll help you to upload into Naukri profile also. So this is completely pure ETL testing, which is like very easy to learn. This ETL testing is very easy to learn because it's SQL based skills, and there will be more opening on ETL testing. Okay. If you'll give your 100% effort, if you will give your 100% effort, definitely you are going to get job in ETL testing. Whether you pass out in BA, BCom, or engineering, whatever you have passed, that does not matter. You will get job on this. Okay. So no worries in this. Okay. So if you learn it, you will get, definitely you are going to get the job. Data warehouse, we are going to learn what is data warehouse. These are the topics we are going to learn. Am I don't draw anything in this one. Okay. People have started drawing. Why this way it is. Mhm. Okay, so we are going to learn data warehouse. In data warehouse, we are going to learn what is data warehouse, why we need data warehouse, types of database. Okay, what is difference between normal database and data warehouse? What is ETL? We have heard so many times ETL testing, Informatica testing, data warehouse. What is the actual meaning of your ETL that we are going to learn? Overview of ETL operations. What is OLTP? These are the word when it will come, no, OLTP, OLAP. This I know, like everyone will have the first time you will be seeing this. Many, like 100% people. So, but nobody's will learn it. These are all theoretical part. These are all theoretical part. We are going to learn difference between data mart, data warehouse. All these topics are related to your data warehouse, means architecture of your project, how the architecture will be designed, on what basis it will be designed. That part we are going to learn in this as a part of your data warehouse concept. How, what are the different segment will be there, different layer will be called what, how the data will be passed, what type of different types of data will be there, all these things. What is the difference between normal database and then data warehouse? All these things we are going to learn in this data warehouse segment. Then coming back to the SQL, as like we know, SQL is very important for ETL testing. We are going to learn this ETL SQL majorly. Each and every topic we are going to learn. We are not going to skip any of the topic, which is not important, that we are not going to cover, but which is important for your interview perspective, that we are going to learn here. Okay, so please focus more on ETL SQL. Okay, introduction to Oracle SQL, working with DDL command, data retrieval techniques, DRL, DQL, working with DML command, transaction query language, TCL, data control language, DCL, general functions, case conversion functions, character functions, date conversion functions. All these things we are going to learn in part of SQL, number function, string number conversion functions, analytical functions, rank and dense rank function, data aggregate functions, integrity constant, table joins, set operator, and pseudo columns, subqueries, what is view, how to create backup table, case statement. All these things we are going to learn as part of SQL. I know like many of you people, you will be already knowing this SQL concept, okay? But believe me, when I'll teach you there, you will learn so many new things in this, okay? So many new things you will learn in this. Okay, so many new things you will learn, which is very important for the ETL testing project.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so Supriya, you have joined.
Sorry, Jay, before that 2 minutes, only 2 minutes. Um, Almost everything will be done in the testing based on the SQL only, right?
Yeah, it will be like not only SQL, whatever the validation part will be there, it will be done in SQL only.
Okay. And while saying the agenda, you said that for testing purpose, you are using ALM tool. In every project, they will use the ALM tool only.
ALM, Jira, or different tools they will use, but 90%, 70% places they will have ALM tool only. It's a very
Okay.
common and very common tool, important.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For interview, see, for interview, what is tool they consider for all the other things, like whether it's a Jira, they have consider that one project, XYZ project. If they
Okay.
have Jira, they are using in Jira
Mhm.
or whatever they are using. But if you'll mention ALM, they'll think that you have knowledge of ALM. Okay.
Okay.
And here we are going to learn Oracle SQL. Oracle SQL is very important, as like all
Mhm.
the other database also having the same concept as Oracle only. And they
Okay.
have the common Informatica tool also. They'll be using some different ETL testing tool. But
Okay.
Informatica is a common tool. So all common tools which will be applicable for your 90% job, we are covering here.
Okay. Then my assumption is if you learn SQL also, it is useful for cloud also. I mean, we can
Yeah,
go for
yeah.
development.
Nowadays the ETL testing part also coming in cloud also, few of the
Yeah.
projects.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's
Okay.
why they are paying more. Like I said, like
Mm.
11 years experience, he is able to get 28, 29 lakhs of package.
Okay.
So
No,
he
I'm
worked as
saying that if you learn this SQL, it is useful for developer
development.
also. Why? Because
Definitely.
nowadays, I mean, that the cloud came, right? GCP. It is handling that everything is query to query only. So if
Yes.
you learn this, we can go with for that also, right?
Yeah, definitely. The level what I'll teach you, it will be development as well as testing level. It
Yeah.
will be high level only.
Yeah, yeah. That is what I want. Actually, in my project, everything will be handling with SQL only.
Hmm.
So it's better that I can learn here more than that. That's what I'm expecting.
Yeah, definitely. You don't have to worry. I have 11 years of experience in this field. I know what level will be good if you'll get chance to work as a developer. After learning this all, whatever I'll teach, you will be able to jump to the development also. You will have that much of knowledge if you'll prepare 100% syllabus.
Yes, sure, sure, sure. I
Okay.
will put my effort.
Thank you. Thank you, Sarvan. Okay, guys. So, Supriya, are you there in a call?
Yes, Jayant, I'm here.
Okay, so guys, Supriya is one of my student, and she is very good. She was very good, and she got recently offer letter from one of the top companies. Okay, so don't ask company name and on the process how she did, but only for the preparation as well as how this course help. You can ask later on. Like, but Supriya, please explain how you have how you have contacted me, and then how what approach you have done to learn all the topics what I provided, I explain you in the class, and how you have prepared in effective manner so that you are able to secure a offer later in a good with a good package. So these are the things, but don't mention anything which is related to the company and all, like just a request. Okay.
Sure, Jayant.
Yeah.
So, hi guys, myself Supriya. So, I recently got a good like job offer with a good package.
Mhm.
Like whatever you study, whatever the sir teach in the class, follow protocol. So it's basically I approached sir in the Facebook. I saw like training happens in training, new batches starting. So I contacted the sir and he taught me. It's like a way, we know we want a testing job, but we don't know which path we have to choose. So sir shows you the path. So this is the path you have to walk this way. So whatever sir says, study through it. And uh, moreover, practice. If we don't practice, we don't get enough confidence to say. Like when I started, I was very good at theory, but when it comes to practical, I was like bit uncomfortable and less confident. So I practiced and practiced, and whenever you are attending an interview, we show in the resume that we are experienced. So speak to the interviewers like we are experienced. Don't show your nervousness to them, so that they'll get to know, okay, this person is not confident enough. So most probably your confidence tell them, yes, this person can handle, even though if he is not that much experienced, or he is not like that much good at the knowledge, he is confident enough to learn and do the job. So make sure you're confident enough and practice SQL daily, at least 1 hour. How much deep SQL you will practice, that much like offers you will get. Just follow whatever the sir says. That's it.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you,
Supriya.
Supriya.
Thank you for your words.
Yeah, and Supriya, you are from non IT background, correct?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so she was from the non IT background. I remember we had a discussion that sir, I'm a non IT background. How will I switch to all this field? So I just motivated her, and then she was scared to search for the job and all. The motivation what I'll provide in the regular classes, it will be it will be good, like what people students say, the way I'll motivate you will be more, the people are getting benefited on that. So if you have any question with Supriya, please ask, but please don't ask company name and whatever personal details. Okay. Yeah, guys, go ahead. You can ask from Supriya if you
So,
have.
Supriya, this is Divya here. So, daily, how many hours you are studying?
Like I can't say because I was working and I'm married too. I used to
Mm.
manage both. So I used to finish as soon as possible. Like whatever my office works are there, I used to finish it by 3 hours, 4 hours, and after that I used to study daily. At least 2 hours I used to give.
Okay.
Maximum 1 hour.
You are
So,
passed out here.
2017.
Okay.
so it's been how many months you have done course and you got this job?
Basically to say, I have practiced, I have took long time because I was not having enough time to practice and all. So I took long time. I joined the sir's class in July and recently I got a job. Because of less time to practice, I was not enough confident to attend interviews.
And Supriya, you remember I motivated many times, like why you are not practicing, why you are not giving interviews all the
Yes.
time.
So what, like, attend regularly classes. Sometimes you won't be able to attend, but listen to the according to what you will get and follow up with the next class. Don't,
Sister, easy to learn course.
it depends upon you guys. It depends upon the practice.
Okay.
Everything is easy only because with this SQL and invented we only, right? We humans only. But based on our practice and our efforts only, we will get
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, true. If you how much effort you will get, that much faster you'll be able to learn the things and you will be able to get the job. The see, we,
The true thing for everyone we knows very well,
yeah,
because how much we are practicing, how much we are focusing, and how much time we are spending time. Based on that, we can get confidence. We are get offers.
Guys, and one more thing, while interview, like in the interview, if interviewer asks some questions and if you don't know that, like, don't show your nervousness or don't hesitate, straight away say I don't know. That's fine, because most of the time same happened to me. Interviewer asked many questions, like in the many interviews they ask questions which I don't know, but after once the interview got over, they will ask you for the feedback, so that you tell them, like, these are the questions you asked me but I told I don't know, but after this interview I'll make sure that I learn this. So give them that confidence. Also, after the interview, note down the questions which you didn't answer or which you felt less confidence to answer. Practice on like focus on those areas.
So how many rounds of interview they have taken you?
Based on the
For me,
company.
two.
Huh?
Two.
Two rounds. The first round will be
Same, both are technical only. One is like normally they'll ask more theoretical questions. What is Informatica? What are DDL commands? So more theoretical questions and few of SQL. And then the second level is like some hard kind of. So they'll more focus into what is your project, and if this is the scenario, what you will do. No one in interview they will never ask direct questions, so tell me what is this to this, they'll never ask, because we will show them that we are experienced.
yes. Okay.
How many interviews did you attend, Supriya?
Around 5-6.
Okay. Okay.
You crack one
Around 5-6
interview,
minutes,
sister.
very less only. Within this 5-6, you got and the job means. I mean that. I mean your efforts is good.
And
Which type of interview you faced, Supriya? Like online or face to face?
Online only.
Online.
and you
Yes.
got
That's great.
work from home option.
No, it is not decided yet. They told it's a hybrid, like 2 days of office and three days of work from home. It is yet to decide.
Okay.
okay.
How is it real time work, sister?
I'm not started working yet. Like 19th is my joining.
For
Okay.
that, we'll call one of
Thank
the.
you. Thank you, Supriya. That's great.
Welcome, guys.
Yeah. I hope
Thank you for
everyone.
your
Hello,
valuable
Supriya
time.
ma'am. Hello.
Hello.
Yes,
Yes.
I want to ask you one question. Is it sufficient to follow the course only, or is anything needed to prepare from outside?
Yes, follow codes only, but when it comes to SQL,
Yeah.
practice in depth, think logically. Sir can say 5 questions, 5 logical questions while teaching SQL, but the sixth one you will get. So if you practice 10, the 11th one will be easy. So whatever the SQL you will practice, first you start with the basics, then you go with the depth, not straight to straight, think logically.
Supriya, what he's asking that what about the other topics also, no, like agile, Informatica, data warehouse, all these things. You have attended 5 companies interview. So whether
Yes.
those documents were sufficient to prepare 100%, it's covering your interviews questions.
Yes, guys, whatever sir gives, na, like when it comes to theory point, absolutely that much is far enough. Behind that, they don't go at all. Sometimes they'll ask more manual testing questions, like one or two. Like I have attended 5 to 6 interviews. Among that, one person only asked more manual testing questions, which I was not knowing. So very rare you will get manual testing questions, which is not covered. But whatever the syllabus is there, that is enough to crack the interview.
Okay, okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Could you please share the which type of questions you have faced in that interviews in previous 5 you have to face that interviews?
I think I have recorded few of them. Just give me a time. I will. We have a group, right? I will write the things, like write the questions in one note, and then I'll send in the WhatsApp.
Supriya,
Thank
no
you.
hurry. If you'll have time, then you make it, because you are a quite busy person. So if you'll have time, then do it. Otherwise, like, you can record also and you can share it. And guys, if Supriya will not ask also, like not share also, we have so many interview question and answer. I have just noted down in so all these things are documented. You don't have to worry. So if you'll see my drive, everything is documented here.
Yeah, thank you, Jay. Yeah, I saw already, but she was recently getting the job, got the job now. That's why I am asking.
Syllabus will be same only whether you go for 2 years later also.
Okay, fine, fine.
It's not changing it. Okay. Okay, Supriya.
Behind the syllabus, they don't ask, but theory, when it comes to SQL, inside the syllabus only they will ask, but we have to get to know regarding which topic they are asking. So in one of the interview, I think it's a Deloitte, they asked me, stating that I have a student and I have their scores. So when student score is this, I want to display that person is pass, and I want to display their percentage. How will you do that? This is like for this we can we use simple case statements. So on that point of time, we have to know what they're especially asking. And they in few questions they ask, like, I only want to I have a names, like I have a column called name, and in that I want person, I want the names of person who is starting with yes. So that at that point of time we have to think in our mind what operators we have to use, what queries we have to write for that. If you are completely understood of all the topics, then it will be very easy. So whatever sir is teaching, just concentrate and learn. For SQL, go deep and think in a logical manner, not straight to straight. That is what I will tell.
Means scenario based.
Yes.
Hello, ma'am. Can you give the example? Oh, can you give any example for that?
Example, I didn't get you.
No, don't go that much depth. See, Dinesh, we have a scenario-based question for that. We have in a drive. Okay, so we'll say that if you'll practice 1 or 2 times, no, you will be able to answer it. What C mean to say that, no, like when you will face interview, real-time interview, so there they will ask you SQL questions, sometimes scenario-based also. If this will happen, then what will happen? What will be the output? So you have to relate your SQL knowledge with that scenario-based questions, and you have to find the answer for that. So
yeah.
So guys, we have like sir have a folder for scenario based questions also. If you guys practice all of them once or twice, then if they ask new questions, so that you will get to know. So
okay, ma'am.
once complete with all the basics, then start with the scenario. And wherever you get scenario based questions, try to solve by yourself without seeing the answer.
Yeah, I got it.
Hi, Supriya. You mentioned that you are from non-IT background and you switched to IT, right? So in your resume, did you mention the prior experience, like you have worked on SQL for so many years, something like that?
Actually, I have total of 5 years experience, but for ETL, I have mentioned only 3 years. And the prior I mentioned as like some non-IT only. I worked for 2 companies like this is my current third company. So the previous company, current company which I'm working, I told them that
Guys,
I'm
don't
working
go
under
personal, please.
Okay, so for SQL, you mentioned like 3+ you have hands-on.
Yes.
Okay.
Supriya, I have one question. Apart from the Informatica tool, the companies are expecting any other tools from ourselves?
No, they will ask which tool you will use for ETL. So if you say
Okay.
I am using Informatica, they'll ask only on that. And whatever the tools you have mentioned in your resume, they will check your resume, and on that itself they'll ask questions. So if you guys don't know anything, please don't mention that tool. If you are
Okay.
mentioning, please study at least basics of that.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Guys, okay, so hope she is able to answer all the questions. If anyone else will have 1 minute of time, if you have any question, then you can ask. Otherwise, like let Supriya go, because I requested her and she was very busy, and then she joined at 8 o'clock only. It's been 40 minutes. So if you have any question, 1 minute time you have, and quickly you ask, and then we'll tell her to leave the class. Okay.
Hi, Supriya. So how much time you took totally for preparing and getting the offer? From preparation to getting the offer?
It depends upon you, because
Say if I'm spending daily 1 hour.
And again, it depends upon your capability. If in 1 hour you can solve 10 questions, obviously it doesn't take much time. But in 1 hour it is taking you to solve at least 1 or 2 questions, then obviously you have to give more time. It's everything depends upon your understanding, your ability. That's it.
Concentration and grasping power, guys.
Yes.
So in 1 hour, if some people, they'll sit for 1 hour and they'll able to score good marks in a real-time exam also. But some people, they will sit for full day also. After that also, they'll be able to score passing marks only. So it depends on your capability. But I feel 3 hours, if you'll sit with full concentration, 2 hours every day. I'm talking about all the normal people, including the low concentration people or high concentration people. If you'll sit for 2 hours without mobile, without any disturbance, it is more than sufficient. Within 20-25 days, you will be able to cover full syllabus. Okay, so from past many students, they came like that, and they were able to clear in a 20 days only, like sitting only 3 to 4 hours every day.